Spotlight might be on the elite level of rugby as Sansar attempts to come up with an attractive deal to broadcasters, which will in turn help to fund the future of the game down under. But what is happening at grassroots level? Are the supporters happy?
I think people tend to gloss it over and just say there's not enough being done at grassroots level without sort of looking at how much is being done. I think improvements can always be made, but rugby's got to compete against a lot of other football codes here in Sydney. It's a hard market to compete in. I think rugby's holding their own.
I think that the ARU are looking at ways that they can increase their participation at junior level. Sometimes for people who are at grassroots level that's not enough, but I think we all have to be understanding of each other's position. There is room for improvement though, there's no doubt about that.
I feel there should be further support coming from up top via the ARU, and admittedly they've only got limited resources as well, but I think the Aussie rules are showing us the way, and the template's there to do something with.
If I could change one or two things in rugby, I guess I'd like to change and have a bit more community involvement, make sure people could get to the games, and maybe a bit more advertisement about what's going on in rugby.
If I could change one or two things in rugby, probably for a player like myself in Colts under 20s, be a bit more of a goal to aspire for, like a sort of a rep team or something more than just the Australian under 20s. Maybe a competition like the ARC for the Sydney Colts competition would be good.
I think the top players in Australia should be allowed to play in Europe and still be able to come back and represent the Wallabies. I think making a blanket rule that they have to play in Australia to be eligible for the Wallabies is a bit narrow-minded, and I think in the future that will change.
I like it how it is now, and they have to play Super 14. You see them play and get selected from that rather than being overseas, and you probably don't see them bait, and you might have some random players coming in that might not be in form.
I think the ELV's definitely increased the speed of the game and quicken it up. Less stoppages, more free flowing rugby. It's good for the players and for the spectators.
I just think it's awesome that when the Wallabies aren't involved, the Deans has allowed them to come back and play club rugby. I reckon that's sensational. That's one of the best things he's done. I reckon from a club perspective and from the rugby supporters to be able to see and the kids to be able to see their stars playing in the Brothers jersey or the Jeeps or Uni jerseys. That's a fantastic thing.
A point of view from various stakeholders, fans, players, coaches, administrators like former Wallabies Peter Carson and Tony Shaw.